22.1 Physical distribution. Physical distribution is the process of planning, storing, ordering, picking, and shipping of products through the supply chain. Physical distribution is also known as logistics. Businesses need to make physical distribution systems as affordable and easy to use as possible.
For distribution to happen, there has to be different types of transportation to transport the goods. Trucks take up 69% of the transportation system. Railroads are the next largest transportation system with 15%. Pipelines at 10%, waterways at 6%, and finally air less than 1%.
Types of trucking: common carriers, contract carriers, private carriers, and exempt carriers. Common carriers is a service for companies that need to transport goods. The companies have to treat each customer equally. More than 1/3 or 33% of all motor freight trucking is provided by common carriers. There are different types of trucking. Common
Carriers
carriers
provide drivers and equipment according to the contract signed between the carrier and shipper. Contract carriers can negotiate fees, give long-term or short-term services, and can charge different rates to different customers. Contract carriers can be picky, so they are not flexible with rush deliveries and or special shipping and handling.
Private carriers are trucking companies that transport goods to individual businesses. It is expensive to use a private carrier. They will allow you to change a schedule, route, and or delivery time. The owner of the good is in control of every process between when the product gets made and when it reaches the hands of a customer.
Carriers are the last type of carriers. They are trucking companies that are exempt or free from rates and operating fees. This means that they can be lower than common carriers. Usually exempt carriers transport goods in a short distance and only transport agricultural goods.
Next type of transportation is railroads, which takes up 15% of the transportation system of products. Using a railroad to transport goods is most likely used for bulky items such as coal, steel, or lumber. If a company can fill up the entire boxcar, they will pay lower. Railroads are the lowest cost transportation method. The only disadvantage of using a railroad to transport goods is a lack of flexibility. They cannot travel off of a train track.
It is also another way to transport bulky goods. Unlike trains, though, barges and container ships can travel around the world. Marine shipping is the slowest form of transportation, but like railroads, it has an extremely low cost. It is also affected by bad weather.
Pipelines, the second lowest mode of transportation, is usually owned by the company using it. Pipelines are more than likely only going to transport natural gas or oil. The construction and repairs of pipelines is expensive, but it has the best safety record among all transportation modes.
Air cargo is less than 1% of transportation modes. Medical appliances, medicines, and high-valued products are normally shipped by air. Air shipment is perfect for small items. The speed for air transportation is fast but costs at least twice as much as trucking.
U.S. Postal Service is the primary transportation service that we are familiar with. The U.S. Postal Service is good for companies who regularly send bills to their customers, for example, electric companies.
We are also familiar with UPS, FedEx, and HDL, which are express delivery services. They can get your package to you at a regular rate or the next day for a higher price. This is convenient because they deliver to your doorstep. Bus package carriers is similar to delivery services. They load products onto buses for same day or next day delivery.
Transportation is related to customer service because without it, the customer would not get the product they bought, or they would not be happy about the time it would arrive. All the different types of transportation services give the producer and consumer choices in which way they want their product to be transported.